The First World War ended 100 years ago, but this part of eastern Ukraine near Donetsk would feel very familiar to our forefathers. Russian-backed separatist rebels are in trenches, and they are trenches, 200 metres that way behind this bombed-out hospital. I've come to Ukraine with Secretary of State for Defence Gavin Williamson as he meets his Ukrainian counterpart and sees the situation for himself. Ukraine has been under intense pressure from Russia since the war in 2014 that saw it lose a large part of its territory, and since then had hundreds of civilians and military personnel killed. Now, Gavin Williamson is committing extra British forces to the defence of Ukraine, countering any Russian economic stranglehold to the Black Sea ports. The British military training operation will also be extended to 2020.
The reason that we're giving the extra training support in the maritime environment is because we're recognising the changing threat picture that we see here in Ukraine.
Russia is slowly closing off access to Ukraine's main ports. The new bridge linking Crimea and Russia has been deliberately built too low for big container ships to pass under, and any boats that do make it through are generally so harassed by Russian naval forces that it isn't worth the trip. The big fear is that Russia is going to cut off Odessa, Ukraine's largest port. If that happens, it could cripple Ukraine's economy. Gavin Williamson has announced that British troops will support the country by sending Royal Marines into the Black Sea around Odessa. They'll train Ukrainian troops in how to defend this crucial port.
We're adapting and changing the type of training that we're delivering, and also increasing the scope of it. That's really important when you have such a good ally as the Ukrainians, that we are there responding to their changing needs.